All right, y'all, it is the mortgage investor, AKA 4 Eyes, AKA I drive a stick shift, and apparently that is on brand.
Do you know how to drive a stick shift?
And why do you need that information?
Today we're gonna discuss a investor mortgage product known as a DSCR mortgage. DSCR standing for Debt Service Coverage Ratio. Now, DSCR loans essentially look at one metric, the ability for cash flow to cover liabilities. Now, in the case of a mortgage, the cash flow would be rent and the liability would be the mortgage payment. Depending on the type of transaction, the cash flow or rent may come from the appraisal or current leases you have in place. Now, the rent versus mortgage equation is generally stated as a ratio. So a ratio of less than 1 would mean that the rent does not cover the mortgage. For instance, if you have $800 in rent versus $1,000 mortgage, your ratio would be 0.8, less than 1. Now, who said that middle school math wasn't gonna pay off?
Math, that's not so hard. Okay, there are 4 of these. Ignore the parentheses, right?
I had to look up when you learn ratios. It's actually 3rd grade, and I figured that would be a little too, I was like, that seemed way earlier than Now, DSCR mortgages are portfolio products, meaning that the institution providing them is gonna dictate the guidelines. Some institutions may allow you ratios less than 1, some may require ratios more than 1. It's gonna depend on a lot of factors associated with that institution, including current macroeconomic conditions and their general appetite for that type of product. So I encourage you to shop around for DSCR loans or work with a mortgage lender who has access to multiple You see how I said multiple? So you're gonna wanna shop around for your DSCR loan or work with a mortgage professional who has access to several lenders. Now, most DSCR lenders are going to require that you have a primary residence, since this is purely used for investment properties. Now, DSCR loans are gonna vary from your conventional type mortgages in that they remove the income qualification aspect of qualifying for the mortgage. It's simply looking at rent, first mortgage, and assets. So it can be easier to qualify, less documentation. These are gonna be great products for you investors out there. So I encourage you to reach out to a mortgage professional and see what type of options they might have for you. Now, if you ever have any questions about these DSCR mortgages, you know you are always welcome to reach out to me. My consultation is free of charge. Happy to help. We're here to grow together. So you know the drill. I'm the mortgage investor. Like, subscribe, hit that Taco Bell button, and I'll catch y'all later.